Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly love tarot forecast. This is for the week of December 31st through January 6th. Happy New Year, Virgo. Can you believe that we are already to the end of 2018? So Virgo, let's see what this last day of the year and the first start of the new year has in store for you in regards to love and romance. Now, this here is a little bonus message that is more about the year of 2019 in regards to love and romance rather than just this week. And here we have the yin yang. Virgo, things are really gonna balance out for you in regards to love and romance throughout 2019, okay? Struggling relationships, bitter breakups, struggling to get over somebody, struggling being single, emotional baggage, like you name it, Virgo, there is finally balance and healing coming to those energies, and this takes place throughout 2019. But more than this is also a very sacred union taking place for some Virgos in 2019. And whatever the imagery is on this card, if there's something that's synchronistic or really speaking to you, then that is you, Virgo, your confirmation from Spirit. Because if you see there's a ring on that girl's hand, this is your confirmation from Spirit that that special sacred union is coming for you or is taking place in 2019. Some of you, this could be a coming home to yourself if you've been in a really long-term challenging relationship and you're just taking a time out, like I don't want to date. This is you reconnecting to yourself and really healing and purging and reshaping yourself, discovering who you truly are. It's very nice energy, Virgo. Okay, so let's see what else is going to pop out for this week. All right, so we have commitment over here on the side. And then we have intimacy over here. Wow, Virgo, this is very beautiful cards. What I see going on here is if you're completely single, you are coming into new vibes, Virgo, where what you were currently hoping for, reaching for, thinking about in regards to love and romance, like that's really shifting for you. And this is going deep, 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 like soul-based, where we're not trying to just be with who we want to be with or who we've been with all this time or who we're crushing on. It's kind of a shifting of consciousness where you're putting it out to the universe saying, please align me to my twin flame, to my soulmate. I don't want to define who that is. I don't want to desire anybody anymore. I don't want to chase anybody. I don't want anybody to chase me. I don't want, the cat calls. I don't want that attention. I want the real thing. Universe, show me the way. Show me the way to my twin flame. Show me what I need to do. And it's just like a big shift in consciousness, Virgo, and you're looking at intimacy in a whole new way where it's about soul coming together in a sexual fashion. It's not just the physical act. It's gotta be soul, heart and soul for you. Or you just, I don't know, Virgo. It's like you guys are being very tuned into your spirit, to your heart space. It's like that's where your guides are pushing you and leading you very strongly around intimacy and romance and who you partner up with in that fashion. You want commitment. And Virgo, if somebody has just been trying to come around for the intimacy but they're not offering you the commitment, this is where you are finally having a shift inside and you're like, no, it's not, no, I'm done. It's not flattery. I'll give you an example of this. I have some young daughters and, they're cute as young girls are. And, one of them, he talks to me frequent. Well, they both do, but she talks to me a lot about, you know, different boys who are interested in her. And she reads me this text that says, "When are you going to let me hit that, Ma?" And I was like, that is so inappropriate, not just because I'm her mom, but just from a male to a female who is not your lady, who you have not done anything to court, to date, none of that, just a little bit of attention to obtain this. I'm like, that's not, you're better than that. And you know, she pretty much told him, I don't know who you think you're talking to like that. I'm not, you know, soliciting myself here. What do you mean? And I feel like that's where you're at, Virgo. If somebody's just coming to you for physical intimacy, or they come to you for the emotional support and upliftment, but they don't commit or give back, you're done with that. You're like, nope, I want my other half. I want the one that's going to give to me like I'm giving. You're not interested in settling or even compromising anymore. It's like, nope, I know what I deserve. Spirit's really awakening that in your heart, Virgo, and you are coming into a new respect, love, and honor for your being, for your divinity, because your spirit is vibing so strong in just such a profound way. Whew, this is deep. I took a break between, because I did the first 8 Sagittarius through Cancer, and then I took a break, and then I do Leo, and now I'm doing you. And I have to say, Leo's reading was fire, and Virgo, your guys' reading is fire. I'm getting a lot of energy from this, so let's keep going. No wonder Spirit was like, nope, you need to take a break for these last 4. Okay, so over here on commitment, yeah, look at that, first house, the body. You are not interested in a friends with benefit situation. Let me just let you come and go as you please, hoping it will turn into a commitment. No, you're like, nope, done. If you can't be real, then you need to be gone. And those of you in committed relationships, okay? Let's see what we have. Mars over here. Very interesting, because the first house is ruled by Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. So there's strong Aries energy in your reading, but also with that, Virgo, this is very empowering for you, okay? Where if somebody doesn't respect and honor you, whether it's a long-term relationship or a new person coming in, you're not putting up with it. You're done. It's almost like if you, I'm like, how is this happening? It's because it's such a shift, and it's almost like even if you weren't working for this consciously, it's just happening. It's part of your life path. It's you're waking up. Some part of you is turning on that was not on in 2018. And as we roll into 2019, there's just something really shifting and changing inside of you. And you're not putting up with anybody's crap, Virgo. Not romantically, not your friends, not your family. It's like you're making a commitment to yourself to love, honor, nurture, and respect yourself. And if somebody can't be in alignment with that, you're just fine with it. Whereas maybe 2 or 3 months ago, you weren't okay with that. But now it's just so natural. Like you're like, no. If it's not real, if it's not deep, I can't. Like it offends my soul. It makes my skin itch is how you feel. I don't know. People better be honoring some Virgos, or Virgo is about to put some people in their place quite forcefully, I might add, with Mars there. So we have union, inner child, and settling. Yeah, look at that, Virgo. Just like I said, you are not going to settle anymore. You're not going to over-compromise. You're not going to put yourself in the back seat, on the back burner for somebody else and their needs and just bleh. No more, Virgo. This is a union with your soul, okay? Your inner child, that spark of the divine where you just know what's right for you and what's not honoring you. I don't even know. Like, if you notice, I'm stumbling over words. This energy is so powerful. Something else interesting, first house, Mars, Aries, connection with inner child. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, the start, the brand new. And Virgo, between now and the end of 2019, you are really transforming into something else, a completely different version of yourself. And whereas you may have not respected yourself or self-sacrificed to the point of detriment for somebody else's happiness, wants, needs, desires, etc. Nope. You're not doing it anymore. Your soul will not let you. It's gotta be real. And also with this, Virgo, anybody coming in trying to pursue you, that's, because I kind of feel mixed on this. Like, some Virgos out there, there is a really good person trying to pursue you, and you know that they're a good person, good, kind-hearted soul, but you don't, you feel that you would be settling for them for some reason. Virgo, listen, if you feel on any level that you would be settling, that's your soul saying, nope, this isn't the one. I don't care if you have 10 items on your list and they have 9 out of 10. It's the one they don't have is like your number one thing, okay? Do not settle because they almost are everything. Don't settle because you've been together for so long, or you're afraid nobody else will understand you the way they do. Like, whatever it is, Virgo, this is the universe saying, no, don't settle. It will never fit right on you again. It will eat you from the inside out. You are shifting. Your vibration is changing. This is part of your life journey. So what doesn't fit you romantically, you got to take it off. What doesn't fit you in your friendships, you've got to take it off. What doesn't fit you in your family relationships anymore, you've got to take it off. There's big time shifting, and don't settle, Virgo. It will, the more you try to settle and compromise against what your soul is saying, the more like split and splintered your energy becomes, to the point of where you finally just explode and you say things you don't mean and do things you don't mean. And that's because you are pushed beyond your capacity. You can't force anything on your soul that doesn't fit, that's not part of your life path. The soul, your stream of consciousness, is not motivated by ego, by human need or desire, okay? You have a trajectory, a path that you are meant to walk this lifetime, and you're coming to that place where, Virgo, it's time for things to be a bit more about you and do some healing where you have been taken advantage of, used, hurt, betrayed, walked on, cheated on, lied, taken advantage of. It's time for all of that to heal, because until you take care of that, you may settle, Virgo. And no, you deserve the best, but you've got to know that. You've got to know that. And if somebody's trying to pursue you but you don't feel it all the way, it's not right. No matter what anybody's telling you, Virgo, it's not right. It's not. And that's your soul telling you. So trust you and your soul, and just take your chances and don't look back. It's time for something completely brand new in your world. And, you know, those of you in long-term relationships, let me see, where there's no trouble. I don't know. This, to me, isn't really speaking to those Virgos. This is a different message. It's really about Virgo. Even some of you who thought you were in fine relationships, you're realizing they just don't fit on you the same. And sometimes things don't grow with us, right? Look at that. Yeah. There's a part of you that is coming to an end. Virgo, you're transforming into a totally different version of yourself. Look at this. Empress in this position under the inner child. Yeah, you cannot give more than you've given. And if that hasn't been enough up to this point, it never will be enough. And it's actually taking away from, you know, you. It chafes away at you like something's wrong with you. And Virgo, sometimes no matter what, there are people that you just cannot please. Even if you are superhuman for them. And when you continue to be superhuman for somebody and they don't appreciate it, they don't care, they don't appreciate, they don't care, they just take, Virgo, that totally diminishes you entirely. And you're going to really start recognizing the relationships in your life that, you know, make you feel that way. And you're like, no, I'm enough. And you are the fool who doesn't see that. You know, because that's the truth. Settling. Oh, look at that. Virgo. Yes, I love that the Lovers came out with this settling card. If it doesn't feel right in your soul, Virgo, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I promise you, there is a soulmate for you. There is a twin flame for you. And you're not going to feel like you're settling. I promise, it's a beautiful connection and click. It's hot chemistry. It's an intimacy that's more than physical. It's heart, it's soul, it's mind. It's a union of every aspect of you, and they're ready to commit. All right, it's not a force or a push. It's like, no, I'm ready to be on Team Virgo. I want Virgo, and I'll do whatever it takes, and they mean it. And you'll feel the chemistry, and you'll feel the butterflies, and it won't feel forced or, well, it's almost everything. No, Virgo, you can have everything, you know, in another person. And that's not saying that people are perfect and you should be looking for perfection. I'm talking about chemistry, connection, respect, mutual respect, the flow of energy between you and another, the flow of conversation, the willingness of the support. It's Virgo, there's good things coming your way, so believe in that. And whoever is just trying to give you scraps, it's time for you to scrap them, because there is better for you. And right now, Virgo, it might just be time to recharge your batteries and work on healing yourself, purging all of this crap that you've been going through, and, you know, moving forward full speed and not letting anybody hold you back. And boom, watch what happens. You are just going to be so empowered. And we have a whole little story that had to fly out here. So look at that denial. Virgo, you might need to start cutting people off, telling them no. Even if you're like, I don't want to be alone. It's time. There's a lot of, you've been eating a lot of sour grapes, okay? Whether that's you've been dating people, you don't really vibe with them, but you like them, so you know, try to establish some sort of relationship. No, sour grapes. If you are in a committed partnership and it's rotten taste in your mouth, Virgo, you can't make sour taste sweet. It just, once it's no longer and it's bitter, and you need to let it go, okay? So this is saying, don't reach for those sour grapes. It's time to reject them. And if they're reaching you, you know, don't think, oh, maybe I should give them a chance, or no, heck no. They can't reach you, Virgo. You just see that hand reaching and you're like, oh, hey, what's up, you know? And just friendly vibe. And the hand reaching darn well knows they're reaching for something that they can't have, they're not worthy of. But hey, if it's going to drop down, they're going to gobble it up and take it for all it's worth, right? Nah, if the hand can't reach you, it's because it shouldn't. Don't drop yourself down to see what it's all about. It's time for that to end. And trust that you can sit high up on the tree, and the one that's meant for you, that's where you're going to find that person is up high on the tree as well, not a hand from the ground reaching, trying to pull you down, okay? So it's time to let go of the sour grapes, and nope, no more. In committed relationships, if this is where we're trying to work it out, this is where you can't compromise to the point of self-sacrifice anymore. You got to assert boundaries, be firm in your no's, and there you've got to compromise in a partnership. But this is like where you demand equality, and what you're giving you expect in return, and if not, then it's game over. Yeah, look at that. Self-worth right next to these sour grapes. It chafes away at you, Virgo. You've got to recognize that probably 95% of the struggles you have do with self-esteem, self-worth, confidence, feeling beautiful, feeling attractive, feeling handsome, whatever. It has nothing to do with what you physically look like. It's all the experiences that you've gone through your entire life, not just romantically, but the culmination of all the negative experiences where you were put down, you were rejected, you were used. It's really taken away from the core of you, and that's why I feel this shift is coming, and Spirit's reminding you of your divinity and what you're worth, and you're not going to settle anymore, Virgo. You're not. You're done with that. Again, if it's a hand coming from the ground trying to reach you, you're like, shh, keep trying, fool. Keep trying. You ain't ever going to reach this high, because you know what? If the hand can't go as high as you are up top that tree, it is not worthy of you, Virgo. Because look at this. We have differences. Virgo, this is where we try to force two incompatible things together because we don't want to let it go, or we don't know how to let it go. And then belonging, yeah. Look at this, is card 14 and this ends with card 41. They're mirroring each other. Virgo, you've got to know your worth. You've got to know your value, and you've got to let go of history, connection, obligation, and replace it with what's good for you. What do you deserve? Where do you belong? Where does your true happiness lie? Because you deserve real connection, Virgo, and the universe is bringing you to the place where you belong, but you've got to work out the imbalance within yourself and know your worth, know your value. I don't know. I'm not getting a whole lot of happy, committed Virgos. This is more about Virgos who have been a bit oppressed, taken advantage of, used, rejected, kind of thrown out and then pulled back in, thrown out and pulled back in, and you're done with all of that. 2019 is really going to unfold a whole different version of you. And anybody trying to show up for some booty or some money or some favors without offering you a commitment or return of energy, you are not even going to be interested anymore. You're going to be like, nope, I don't need to impress you. It's all about energy. Either you're attracted to me or you're not. There's nothing I can do or be to make you like me more. And more to the point, if I start really being there for you, doing favors, buying you stuff, impressing you, all these things, you're not going to like me for me. You're going to like me for all these things I was doing for you or how I make you feel, which I don't want that either. So no, I'm not going to buy you the world. No, I'm not going to put you on a pedestal. No, you are your own person, and our energy is going to connect, and we're going to feel chemistry, or we're not. And you're just kind of at that place, Virgo. You're really coming home into your own self, into your soul. And that's what's driving you and guiding you in 2019, especially in regards to love and romance. So, Virgo, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care.